Hey everybody, it's Sarah and I'm going to do a quick live video. I hope you guys can hear me. I'm not going to do a voiceover because I don't know when I'd find the time to do it, about how to do these make your own traveler's notebooks. So this is the guy that came with the Webster's Pages one. See, it says classic blank number TN001. So if you guys want to order one of those from Webster's Pages, or if you have one of these guys that it comes in, this is just my extra or my other color crush. So the first thing I did, other than gathering my papers, was to take, oh, and I have no nails now. Ow, 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 ow. These staples out. I just clipped my nails. I have nothing left. So don't hurt yourself, don't cut yourself. I kind of got it started with my fingernail, and then I'm using my scissors to kind of bend it back straight so I can get her out. There's one staple, there's two staples. Now be really careful, because what I did was I reused the paper in here because I alternated every other. So I did a blank sheet, a pattern sheet, a blank sheet, a pattern sheet, and then I also added acetate, pocket pages, and watercolor paper and vellum paper randomly throughout. I just kind of got everything cut and then got it in the order that I wanted it to do. So right now I've got 4 sheets, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I used this guy as my kind of guide. So we know that these 4 are going to be the right size. I can put those to the side. Now these are just 4 extra scratch pieces I had. Now I use this because you can tell kind of which way is up here, because there are going to be patterned papers that you're going to want to go a certain way. You're not going to want your swans to be upside down or whatever paper you use. So I just really carefully, I hope you can see all this. I'm going to move up a little bit higher. I just make a little mark here and a little mark there. And this is an erasable friction pen. You could obviously use a pencil. I have 2 children, so pencils in theory should be around, but never actually are, especially when it's homework time. How weird. So I'm just marking each side. And here we have some unicorns. You don't want to have sideways going unicorns. So I just did this with all of my different pattern sheets, my acetate sheets. And this pen, believe it or not, will write on acetate. It won't stay on very long. It will wipe off, but long enough for me to get stuff cut properly. Okay, so we're done with this guy. And get my good old guillotine trimmer. And cut at my markings. And then I saved my offcuts because I used those a ton, an absolute ton in my traveler's notebook so far. So there's 1. And I did mess up a little bit. There was about 4 pieces that I either folded the wrong way or cut the wrong direction. So, because I was watching a movie, I think at the time, and this really, honestly, kind of requires all of your attention, because the size difference is like negligible. Like it's like a centimeter between the size, and you can very easily get mixed up in which way you're folding. And I do not have a bone folder I just used kind of a non-marking soft pen that wouldn't leave marks to get nice, crisp folds, which I will show you right now. Oops, and I lied. We're not done with this guy because, like I said, before I folded, I lined everybody up because it's very easy with only this much difference to start folding stuff the wrong direction. So line it up, fold it, and then I think I use this guy. This is just a white jelly roll something. Yep, white jelly roll. That actually is my favorite to write on black, if you ladies are looking for a pen to write on black. Once again, I'm going to line it up, make sure it's going the right direction. Oh, and then I didn't even do it that time. And that's where I probably would have made a mistake. Nope, it was right. There we go. So we have patterned, blank, pattern, blank, pattern, blank. So these guys already have holes in them, so you don't really have to worry about those. But these guys do not. These guys do not have holes. So you just grab some foam from your stash and line it up. This is a bead reamer. You can also get a paper piercer. Go through the holes. And this is where you should be as careful as you can because you want your pages to kind of line up neatly. So there's a patterned, a blank, oops, wrong way. Puncture, puncture, puncture. Patterned blank. Puncture, 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 puncture. Blank. And blank. Okay. So now we get everybody lined up the way that they need to be. And I stole this embroidery needle from my 8-year-old. It's not very sharp. I grabbed some embroidery floss from my stash. And not really a ton of it. I think I just did like 2 lengths. Get it going through. And this is the trickiest part. Lay it all down, hold it with one hand, and get everybody through. I just pick up one piece at a time, find my hole, stick it through. So this is where the better job you do lining up your holes, the better off your end product is going to look. Bring that through, hold on to one end. There we go. Pull that needle through. Now we're going to do the same thing again for the other hole. Excuse my head, I gotta lick that guy to get him through. I know that's gross, but it's thread. My girls are being very good downstairs. Oh wait, I tied it in the middle. Hang on. It's been a while since I've made mine. I guess I didn't remember that I tied mine in the middle. You guys can tie yours wherever you'd like, but I made my ties in the middle. So now we're going to go back through backwards. Oh yeah, this is what I did. Okay. Get it in the middle so you guys can see it. Hole. Once again, I'm just lining all of my holes up. And then when you get through all of your pieces, you're going to tie a knot, but really not super tight, because these will tend to get kind of chunky and you want them to kind of be able to have a little breathing room. Okay, so now straighten her back up. You want the back, which is this, to be nice and tight there, but you can give her a little bit of room in the middle to have some room to kind of, I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. And I use the scissors to hold my tie. You want her to have a little bit of wiggle room. There. So that is just enough. I cut, and then you just repeat on the top end. So see how she can, it's not the tightest knot ever, like, because you want it to be able to kind of straighten out here. And if it's too tight there, your pages will be kind of wonky on the top. These are going to be wonky in the middle, unless at this point you want to take like a really big scissors and just even everybody out. You can do that, but I didn't really mind it because to me it helps me flip through the pages a little bit. Oh, and then look, I didn't even pay attention. That was upside down. So see, you have to watch the orientation of your paper. My outside one was upside down. So that is my suggestion to you, is really pay attention to the orientation of your paper. You're going to end up with an upside down page in the middle like I just did. But anyhow, so that is the super quick 12.5-minute version of how to make your own traveler's notebook insert. So thank you, ladies. Bye.